a lot of times when we're looking at the bad, we're overlooking the other things that are really good in our life. And it all is under our control. When you're seeing all the things that you're grateful for, it's going to make you feel more secure. And when you feel more secure, you're going to be a whole lot more apt to go after the things that are really in your heart. And see how that simple little thing can literally change your life. Hello, this is Lorraine, and welcome to Healthy Living, Spirit, Soul, and Body. So since Thanksgiving is only a few days away, I thought it would be a really good idea to talk about thankfulness and how being thankful can literally transform your life. I did want to mention, though, before I continue, that, I don't want to downplay the fact that people get sad around the holidays. I don't want to downplay if you had just a lot of memories that come up around this time of year. However, I want you to realize that if you're being sad about something that happened, a month ago, 2 months ago, that makes sense. But sometimes we need to let the grief be in our past rather than in our present. And a lot of times people, during the holidays and everything, they remember things that might have happened in their past, and it's literally sucking the life out of you. So I just want you to think about, listen to the video, and think about different things that you can do, how healthy being thankful is. And that a lot of times, like I said, you need to put certain things in the past. You can't live your life looking in your rearview mirror. You have to look through the windshield, and you have to go forward, because you are on this planet to make a difference, and it's important that you make that difference and don't let anything keep you from going forward. So literally, being thankful can change the trajectory of your life. Okay, so here we go. So the first thing I want to do is I just want to talk about little things that you can do to help your mind go in the thankful direction. I really try, because I know we live in a crazy world, right? I really try to do certain things that are going to keep me going in the right direction, because really the flow of life a lot of times is negative, and you want to make sure that you don't fall in that stream. So a couple of things I do to point myself in the right direction is I have a gratitude jar, and what I do is every week on a Friday, I literally have a reminder on my phone, and I write down what amazing thing happened in my week. And even if it's just a little thing, it still keeps me being thankful. It keeps me saying, you know what, yeah, that really was, I forgot about that. That was really good. That was really something to be remembered, okay? So what is gratitude, okay? Gratitude, the dictionary says that gratitude is just a basic quality of being thankful. And delving a little bit deeper on attitude of gratitude is when you train your mind to look for things to be thankful for. So I think that sometimes people are in a habit of complaining, okay? I know that I fall into that sometimes, where everything you look at, you're just complaining. You're complaining about the weather. You're complaining about all kinds of things. It becomes a habit. And really, being in a habit of complaining is another way of not being thankful, because you're complaining about something that's not right rather than looking at what is right. Okay? Ed Mylett talks about this quite a bit in his book, The Power of One More. But there's what's called a reticular activating system. And what that is it's a way of your brain filtering out certain things over other things. Say, for instance, if you are in a habit of complaining, your reticular activating system is literally looking for things to complain about, because that's the pattern that you're in. And you know what happens when you do that is that you tend to be fearful, because you're always seeing lack. You're always seeing things that aren't right in your life. And if you're always fearful, then you're not going to have a lot of confidence. You're not going to be taking risks in your life. Your life becomes a life of survival mode. But if you have an attitude of gratitude, you're going to look out, literally, it's going to be the opposite. You're going to look for things that you're thankful for. And there's always things to be thankful for. When you're seeing all the things that you're grateful for, it's going to make you feel more secure. And when you feel more secure, you're going to be a whole lot more apt to go after the things that are really in your heart. And see how that simple little thing can literally change your life. And I'm going to tell you a story. Terry Savelle Foy talked about this man named John who worked for a small law firm. And he was in a crisis time in his life. He was being sued. His law firm wasn't doing very well. He couldn't pay his staff. He was going through a divorce. He was growing distant from his children. He was 40 pounds overweight. I mean, he was really a mess, and on and on. It was New Year's Day, and he's walking the streets of New York City, and he started realizing to himself, wouldn't life be a whole lot more tolerable if he thought about the things that he has to be thankful for rather than looking at the things that he's lacking? And that's what he did. So in order to implement that, he got 365 thank you cards, and every day he would send a thank you card to someone in his life, even if it was the grocery store clerk, okay? Anybody that he felt that he was thankful for. So he started sending thank you cards out to his family and to his friends. And there was one friend in particular that owed him some money, but he said, you know what, I'm going to forgive him. It doesn't matter. I'm going to send him the thank you card. So he did. And what do you think happened? The friend actually sent him the money that he owed him. And really all kinds of other things started happening. He started really getting blessed in his life. And the most amazing thing was when he was at this crisis point in his life, his dream was that he wanted to become a Superior Court judge. So in the middle of his year, he literally got his dream actually came to pass, and he became a Superior Court judge. So it literally just changing the way he thought and what he was focusing on changed his whole life because it built on each other. And that same thing can be true for anybody. You know, we have to stop the pattern of complaining, stop the habit of complaining. I mean, this man used thank you cards. You know, whatever it takes, if it takes a gratitude journal, or maybe it will take something a little bit more intentional to have you notice the things in your life that are really good, that you may be overlooking because you're looking at the bad. And that's the thing too. A lot of times when we're looking at the bad, we're overlooking the other things that are really good in our life. And it all is under our control. So I hope this kind of spurred your interest and made you realize how important it is to really change your attitude and change your reticular activating system so you're noticing the things to be thankful for. I would suggest that you really stop complaining, that make a vow to yourself that even if it's just a day at a time or maybe for a week, tell yourself that you're not going to complain for that week. And even the little things, even traffic, whatever it is, to stop complaining. And also, as you do that, get a gratitude jar. I mean, that really, really helps me. The other thing that I do that I didn't mention yet is every night before I go to sleep, I write down something that I'm thankful for, a win in my day. So you can do it daily. And you can also have a gratitude jar that you do weekly. You know, what amazing thing happened in your life this past week? And write it down. You know, put an alarm on your phone. But it is important because, as I mentioned, a lot of times, because we're complaining, we're overlooking the things that we could be thankful for. if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. Share the video. And always remember to make sure that you're focused on the right things. That don't let yourself miss out on the different things that you could be blessed with in your life because you're focusing on the things that you're complaining about. Okay? Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye now.